How's it going, guys? Aaron Cohen here. I hope everybody's doing good. I wanted to make a quick video. I was reflecting and thinking about some stuff. So I don't know if you guys know this, or you might know now because I've been posting it up on my social more. But excuse me. In addition to being a developmental actor, an emerging actor, and stuntman, and I have been working in law enforcement in the last 15 years. I work as a reservist for a sheriff's agency out on the East Coast. And out here now, doing my job. And I am a tactical instructor for everybody on this agency, patrol, SWAT, School Recourses Officers, everything from active shooter response to hostage rescue and high-risk warrant service. There's a lot of guys like me floating around the law enforcement community, come from spec ops backgrounds or special operations backgrounds, and we take our skill set, we bring what we know. I teach the Israeli model for several of these responses. A lot of the stuff that I teach that I was taught after seeing all the way the U.S. still does stuff. The Israeli methodology is brilliant, safer, but I still mix and match. And so I'm out here this week training school resource officers. I think we're going to do a little bit of SWAT stuff while I'm out here also. We always do. And yeah, I've just been kind of, I wanted to share a little bit of this. It's not something that I usually talk about. I'm pretty careful with the LE side of my career. I just like to mix things up. I like new projects. It keeps me inspired. It keeps me, creative. It keeps me, always sort of pushing myself and competing against myself, which is how I am. And so I'm out here and I'm training, about 40 school resource officers. Each one of these schools has almost 1,000 kids. It's a great community out here. And, as I'm, putting these guys through this training, I'm reflecting. The training that I teach, it's very difficult. It's extremely hard. And this isn't TikTok, this isn't John Wick. I would know. I was one of Keanu's instructors. This is the real thing. There's no cutting back to one, check the gate. There's no hair and makeup. This is like, the training that I'm doing here isn't for camera. It's not for action design. It's not for, it's not for, some monster franchise for money. So this isn't a corporate thing. I don't get paid to do this job. And like I said, I've been doing it for about 15 years. And as I'm out here and I'm training these officers, I keep thinking about COVID, and I keep thinking about what happened with those officers, and Floyd, and I keep thinking about, I live in LA, it's a much bigger city, and I keep thinking about the divide that's gotten larger between police and the citizens, in counties and cities all over the country. And I think it's because we've got social media now. Things just blast out so quickly, and when we were on lockdown, the stress was elevating and people were getting a little nutty. And I just want to say this. I want to say this, and I want to use my platform to talk to my fans and to talk to, people have been following me for years. I did a lot of media in my career. I did both sides, guys. I'm not political. Fox News, CNN, MSNBC, all across the gambit. And and then I moved into the scripted side and started really focusing on acting. I started off doing stunts, and I've been around a minute. I'm 47 years old. I've been around a minute, and have seen enough things and have lived in enough countries and have traveled to enough places in the world, both in film and then training law enforcement all over the world, military and police units. And I had a great career, and I do this job because I like to just give back. How can I take what I have and give back to the community? So I'm out here and I'm thinking and I'm reflecting, and I'm thinking about what happened with Floyd, and I'm thinking about what happened during the pandemic. And all I gotta say is, man, I'm so happy that there's cell phones on every citizen now, and that there's body cams on every cop. Because in every organization, there's going to be shitheads, assholes, power drunk losers who have forgotten or never had their bearings on the true north of what this job is. This job is public safety. That's all it is, and that's all it should ever be. And it's mainly a middle-class job, and it's hard. There's a lot of guns in this country, and I've lived in Europe, and I've lived in the Middle East. There's a lot of guns in this country. I'm not going to get into politics, man. I love my firearms. I love it when they're safe. I love it when you're trained. I'm all for people protecting themselves. Not everybody can afford bodyguards, you know. I just want to say that this law enforcement community as a whole, these are good people. They really are. They mean well. But like with any organization where there's a lot of people and there's structure and there's rank, but you have a lot of authority, even at a lower level, like in policing, there's going to be rotten eggs, bad eggs. I just want you to know that they do not represent the majority of the men and women in this profession. And I've got females in this class right now, and I'm putting through a spec ops grade condensed course, and I'm absolutely smoking them. How to function under stress, tunnel vision, auditory exclusion, what happens when your body shuts down, how to sprint into a school and go directly to threat, working in AR, wearing a ton of gear. It's stressful. It's very, very hard. You have to shoot very, very straight. You have to move very, very quickly. This isn't John Wick. This isn't for the looks. This is the job that they have to do, and they have to get directly to that threat. And it's a lot of work. It's a SWAT grade response. I saw what happened in Uvalde. That was fucking embarrassing. Training wasn't there. The mindset wasn't there. The mental conditioning wasn't there. The ability to focus with that tunnel vision and the auditory exclusion. Everybody froze up. These are some of the things I bring from Israel when I teach this. And I'm training these women, and I'm crushing them, and they're putting out. And these dudes who I'm training are putting out. And it makes me so proud to be able to bring this to them, for them to be able to take, you know, my limited 3-4 years in Israel, and then take that high level of training in a short period of time and be able to apply that to their career and to make them safer. But again, it's about the communities. These are good people. They're mainly, the majority of them are about protecting their community. Man, when I come out here, it's like a detox from Hollywood. It's so nice to have, to be in the real world for a couple of weeks, or a couple of months a year, coming back and forth. And I just wanted to share, as a whole, man, these are good people. They mean well, and they really do. You know, just want to perform a job with honor and really protect their communities. So I'm glad there's cameras. I'm glad there's cell phones everywhere, because there's no more fucking bullshit. Everything is up and recording now. And even my brothers and sisters here at this agency, and they're wearing the body cams, man, we didn't have them 15 years ago. Nobody really did, you know. And when they started wearing them, I looked at him, I go, what do you think, man? He goes, it's better for me. He goes, I'm glad we have them. And I went right on, man. And I didn't have to say anything with him or to him, because he knew that that camera worked both ways. He knew that not only does it allow for transparency, you know, with a suspect, but it also allows for transparency with him. If somebody lies and says that he did something and got handsy. And there's a lot of liability out there. And there's a lot of guns out there. I don't want to get political, you know, there's a lot of guns out there, you know. And I don't think you're going to change the guns in this country. I just don't think you will, man. And by the way, cops aren't coming for your guns, everybody. Just chill the fuck out. These are The Second Amendment people, man, again, they're good people. They just want to be able to protect themselves. They want to be able to not have to rely on anybody to do it. They're not coming for your guns. So anyways, I just wanted to share, come out here, try and come out here as often as possible when I can, when I've got a break in the acting and the auditions. And, it's a big part of my identity is being able to give back to these communities and be able to maintain their standards, so that when they're handling a firearm, and again, I'm training these guys to be able to go in and deal with the worst type of response, man, armed robberies, active shooter. I'm like a sad but necessary evil. It's weird, when I'm coming out here and training them, because they know that what I'm teaching them is for a very specific toolkit that it goes into. And it's only something that gets activated in the worst crisis. And it really is designed not just for both officer safety and for both public safety. And so, I just want to see this bridge get connected. And so I'm just trying to use my platform to share some of this, man. I know everybody out there doesn't hate cops. Know that cops don't hate you, and that everybody, and that all of the pressure that's happening with all the social media and how quickly things get activated and spun out of control just seems to be creating more and more of a divide. And if I can use my platform to whatever degree to try and pull that together a little bit more, to try and bring the community and then law enforcement closer together, then I'm at least going to try. So again, man, I love this job. I'm in the training section. I'm in the special section. I'm not that power drunk guy, man. I'm just in the rear. I'm just quietly kind of hanging out, doing my thing, making these guys safer. But again, man, even the training that I'm giving them is for overall the macro, operational goal is for public safety. That's what it is. Hope everyone's doing well. I just ran an audition in my hotel room out here. Things have slowed down, obviously, because of the writer's strike, and I think SAG is going to go on strike, and so everything's super slow right now. But reading for a lot of short films, which are all great, man. There's a lot of good stuff out there, even if it doesn't get seen or distributed. You get to create and you get to perform, and you get to. I love auditioning. Everyone hates it. I fucking love it, man. You get to perform. That's the job, and. That's a pulling up in my hotel here. I've done this on another movie and had to audition. I've never done it during SWAT and active shooter training week, but it was fun. And so, and then thank you guys for voting for GROUNDBRANCH. It didn't win the audience award, but you know what? I got it to 4 film festivals. There's another 30 festivals coming. And there's more short films that are going to get into bigger festivals coming out of me now that I'm starting to warm that voice up and starting to get sharp and tight and nasty with the writing. And as an actor, I like to write. I like to create content for myself, and if I can shoot it, I'll shoot it and light it. And man, you can do everything with these iPhones now. And hopefully we'll be through the woods with all this stuff, and then I can really hit the circuit and start reading for really, really good stuff, man. But that's the job. I love it. I love the suicide mission of it. I love competing with the other actors. But I really just love developing this new muscle, this creative muscle, to be able to tell my stories, put my tone, my spin. Those studios aren't keeping me out. There's no way, man. I'm gonna scale every one of those walls. I'm gonna be on the big circuit, competing with all the big lettered agencies. With my team, and I'm coming, man. Hollywood will not hold me down. Hollywood doesn't have the stamina to hold me down. Like I said, I'll be scaling those walls, and I'll be playing with the big dogs, just like I have